Well, if you're going to be out of town for a period of time, make sure your grass is cut, before you leave. And if you're going to be gone for a period of time, try to have someone cut it for you, so that way people don't really notice that you're gone for a period of time. The other thing I want to touch on base on is also for those who have children or neighbors that have kids. During the summertime, school's out. Obviously, they're going to be out and about. But if you see a group of kids doing something that you wouldn't let your child do, by all means, give us a call. Let us look into it. Late hours of the night, parents might not know they're out. Let us come out, at least find out who they are, if they belong in the area, and get them home where they need to be. Help us help them be safe. As always, we appreciate any kind of reporting you do. You guys are our eyes and ears for the community. Obviously, there's only a handful of us, at a time on the shift. We rely greatly on you to let us know what's going on, make us aware of problems so we can address them. And if you have any questions or comments, I can take them now. If not, I'll be available after the meeting to talk to you in private. Thank you.
Thank you. We are a nation of heroes. We've established applied the hero tag to a variety of people in this country that include our uniformed service people, our police people, our fire department people, our educational system people. But other than being called a hero, there hasn't been much benefit to being in this hero category. Well, one of the local members of our community, Celia Agostino, decided that she wanted to take this a little further. She wanted to provide some tangible financial benefit to people that are in these hero categories. So she jumped into this Homes for Heroes program, and she's here tonight to tell us a little bit about that and what benefit she can provide to these people. Celia?
Good evening, everyone. I came out here today by invitation, and I'm honored to be here to tell you about this great program called Homes for Heroes. It was started back in 2002, right after the 9/11 attacks in our country, in New York, and of course here in D.C., by a realtor such as myself that decided that something had to be done to help those firefighters, first responders, police force. Of course, our military is a big part of the heroes in our country, but also the local heroes. And she started this organization. And it's, because of the internet, of course, it's just spread like fire throughout the entire country. It's in 35 states now. And I've just personally, I brought it in to the county along with other realtors in my office that also being affiliates of the program. Well, I'd just like to read one of the statements from their website, which pretty much tells you what the program is about. Homes for Heroes is a community-minded company whose purpose is to provide real rebates and real discounts for workforce heroes who are buying or selling their home. We work hard to team up with local businesses to provide full-service real estate needs at discounted prices. It is our way for saying thank you to those that give up so much for us on a daily basis. In these hard times, I think everyone will agree that it's nice to have that rebate come to you. What the realtor affiliate is doing is providing a portion, 25% to be exact, of their commission that goes back to the hero at the time of purchase. And along with that, we also have lender affiliates, so the loan officers are also contributing the origination fee or part of it to the purchase. And this all comes back as a credit. Also, we've teamed up with many businesses in our community, and it's been well responded, I must add, throughout, whether it's the title company, the home inspector, the termite inspection, any type of work that's related to the home. And we've taken it a step further now and made it available for anybody to become a friend of Hero. So we've got hair salons, any barbershops, any place that the heroes can take advantage of discounts, which they have established, and it's at no cost to the friend. We just have the cost to promote it for the affiliates. So it's because of our strong business relationships that this is working throughout the country, and it's been, like I said, very well received in our community. But I have great pride in being a part of it and representing Southern Maryland. We're not only doing it in Charles. My office is also representing, our territory includes St. Mary's, Calvert, and Prince George's, so we have a very large territory. So anytime you're out there, law enforcement is a big, is a big part of it, as well as firefighters, first responders, those that are out there giving of their time unconditionally to us. Those are the people we're trying to give back to. I have brought some literature, and I've got a little storytelling going over there too, so you guys can pick up information as you leave. I need everyone to spread the word and just let others know that there's someone out here that's willing to help them in the purchase of their home, and it goes for both selling or buying, so either side of it. Okay. Do you have any questions from anybody that I can answer? I try to make it very brief, but if their information is on the table, so please feel free to take it up. And my contact information is on the back of the brochure, but I also have business cards if you want to take those. Thank you.
Thank you, Celia. And I hope the program goes well in the county, too. Under presentations, recognitions, etc., the first thing we have is a proclamation for Municipal Clerks Week. Now, I need some help from the audience on this. I have trouble with whereases, and all these proclamations are full of whereases. So every time I do this, I want the audience to say, whereas. Okay, let's try it.
Whereas.
You can do better than that.
Whereas.
Okay, that's good. Get ready. Proclamation for Municipal Clerks Week, May 1st through May 7th, 2011.
Whereas.
The office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and
Whereas.
the office of the municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, and
Whereas.
the office of the municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and the agencies of government at other levels, and municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. The municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. Municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, province, county, and international professional organizations. It is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk. Now, therefore, I, Edward W. Rice, Mayor of the town of Indian Head, do recognize the week of May 1st through May 7th, 2011 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Awilda Hernandez, and to all municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. In testimony whereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 2nd day of May 2011, and the council will sign that proclamation. The municipal clerk keeps us straight. It's amazing how much there is to know. Very little things. Open meetings. Have you read about open meetings in the county newspaper about the commissioners being closed and all that sort of thing? Well, the municipal clerk is the one that can keep you straight. This is when you have an open meeting. This is when you have a closed meeting. This is how you conduct a closed meeting. And this is how you do it legally, so that if it ever comes back to bite you, you've got some backing. So we appreciate everything that Awilda does for us, and we need her very much to keep us on the straight and narrow. Okay, we also have a resolution tonight, 050111, appointing a member to the Planning Commission. Awilda?
Resolution number 05-01-11, introduced by Mayor and Council, date introduced May 2nd, 2011. A resolution appointing a member and establishing his respective term of office to the Indian Head Planning Commission for a 2-year term. Whereas the following member has expressed a desire to serve as a member of the Indian Head Planning Commission, and whereas Chapter 3, Article 4, Section 3-24B of the Code of the Town of Indian Head empowers the Town Council of Indian Head to make appointments to the Indian Head Planning Commission. Now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Town Council of Indian Head, Maryland, that Section 1, the following individual is hereby appointed to the Indian Head Planning Commission for a 2-year term of office as noted below. They're appointing Wayne Higdon with the Indian Head Volunteer Fire Department for a term to expire in May of 2013. Section 2, be it further resolved that all resolutions or parts of resolutions in conflict herewith being the same are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict. In Section 3, this resolution shall be in full force and effective on the 2nd day of May 2011.
Thank you. Any concerns, questions about this? I want to thank Wayne for agreeing to do this. We build our business on volunteers in the town, so we're very happy to have Wayne volunteer for the Planning Commission. Although the fire department's going to give them a fit, I think. That's one of the important things that we haven't been paid much attention to in some of our plans, and Wayne will make sure that the needs of the fire protection people are attended to. I'm open for a...
I move that we appoint Wayne Higdon on the planning commissioner.
Second.
They're properly moved and seconded. Hearing no other comments, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, the resolution is passed, or is adopted. We also have 2 ordinances on the agenda tonight for adoption. These were introduced previously. The first is an ordinance concerning a comprehensive revision of the town personnel ordinance. And rather than read the whole thing, if I could have the town manager just tell us briefly if there are any significant changes.
Yeah, there are lots of significant changes. It was last updated in 1988. Do I need to say anything else? So it was just some things we had to put in there that was not in our previous ordinance. It had to do with our holidays, our sick leave, our annual leave. There are numerous other sections in here that wasn't in here before. We dealt with career services workers as opposed to temporary employees, and we developed the personnel board. You know, we discussed quite a bit in this ordinance here, and we just brought it up to date. We discussed issues that need to be brought up to date to make it more of a legal and binding ordinance than what it was before.
Okay, thank you. Is there any further discussion or comment? Yes. On mic, please.
Yeah, how's that?
Is that ordinance going to? Is that ordinance?
Is that ordinance going to be posted on the internet, on our website?
Yes, it will be.
All ordinances are posted on the website. I'll entertain a motion regarding the ordinance.
I move that ordinance number 04-01-11, the comprehensive revision of the town personnel ordinance, be adopted.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Hearing no further discussion or comment, I'd like to hold a roll call vote, please.
Councilwoman Posey,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Chesley,
Yes.
Mayor Rice,
Yes. Our new town personnel ordinance 04-01-11 is adopted. The next ordinance is 04-02-11, has to do with the the budget for FY12. And again, Ryan, if you just give us a few
Sure, I can give you a quick summary on it.
summary.
Property tax rate is going to remain the same at 30 cents per $100 of assessed value. Water and wastewater rates will also remain the same. Capital contribution fee will remain the same at $9,685. The trash rate is going to go down to $60 per quarter, with trash now being picked up once a week. The general fund budget is down $327,483, or 21% from last year. The water and wastewater budget is down $437,199, or 27% from last year. There's going to be a 16% reduction in workforce. Well 6R in Woodland Village, Boardwalk on the Potomac, and sidewalk repair and replacement are some of the projects currently being worked on. And last but not least, the town has been implementing grant-funded projects with funds awarded in recent years. The town has also successfully sought additional grant funds for projects to be carried out over the next couple of years. We've received funding from MDE, MEA, SHA, EPA, DHCD, DNR, and MDOT for water, wastewater, parks, roads, and trail projects in town.
Thank you. This is, the budget has been available for review by the citizens. So are there any comments, concerns, questions?
Did you mention that the reason that the trash rates are going out because they're going to be limited, that we're now only going to have one trash pickup per week? Was that included in your summary just then?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Trash rate's down to $60 per quarter, with trash being picked up once a week.
And the other thing, as a comment I wanted to say is that we had a budget hearing on April 14th of this year. 4 people showed up. And so it seems to me if that's the level of interest that has occurred in the town budget, then there really shouldn't be any griping by anybody about any issues on the budget, because if you really cared about it, then you would have been there.
Yeah, I was wondering, what's the quarter trash bill now, $71?
$73 a quarter.
It only went down, how come it won't go down half? For getting, I know we don't have no special haul no more, and we're getting 50% less service, and it's only going down $11. That don't seem right to me.
Well, what we do is the income, the revenue has to cover the expenses. So when you just add up all the expenses you have to pick up trash 1 day a week, and you divide it by the, what labor and everything you put into it, it comes out to $60 a quarter. Now, included in that is some capital. We're putting away some capital funds to purchase a new trash truck. One of the things you have to always be ready for is your trash truck is going to go belly up on you at some point in time. The 2 we have now are, how old are they? They're
21 years, and the other one, I believe, is 9 years.
right. So the equipment has seen a lot of use, and we've got to be ready to purchase a new one when the time comes, and that money is also taken out of that. This is what we call a fund that has to support itself, okay? So you can't take money out of the general fund and put it in to buy a trash truck. You've got to generate the money out of the trash income, the revenues, to buy any equipment that you need to support that function.
The real answer to your question is, the only thing that's changing is a little bit of labor. We're still hauling the same amount of trash because the people are going to still generate the same volume of trash. Instead of taking it to the dump twice a week, we're going to be taking it once a week. So the trucks are going to have to make the same number of trips to the landfill. Going to use the same amount of gas. Going to have the same wear and tear on the trash truck. Going to have the same tipping fees at the county landfill. The only difference is a few man hours a week. That's why it's only going down $13.
I'm just wondering, like in the summer when you get crabs, and it might not be 4 or 5 days before the trash, and the rodents are rough in Indian Head. I mean, we got every rodent on earth that's in Indian Head.
Well, make sure you only buy crabs a day before the trash pickup, okay?
All right, yeah, I'll do what y'all do.
Any other questions, concerns? If not, I'll entertain a motion regarding the ordinance.
I move that we adopt ordinance adopting the town financial plan and the budget and setting the tax rate.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Hearing no further discussion, I'd like to have a roll call vote, please.
Councilwoman Posey,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Chesley,
Yes.
Mayor Rice.
Yes. The FY12 budget is adopted. We have no petitions or unfinished business, but we have some new business where we're going to re-award a contract that we've already awarded once.
This new business is old business.
This new business is old business.
I'm back with this once again. It's the grass cutting contract. We tried to award it to Brown Landscaping. He did not arrive the first week. He cut very little grass the second week and cut even less than that the third week. We played it like baseball. 3 strikes, he was out. He's been terminated. We're now here tonight to award the contract to Grassmasters Lawn Service. Steve's in the back there. How you doing, Steve? We all know it's $1,025 a week, and it's going to be cutting all the grass for us in the town of Indian Head.
And it'll be for how long?
Dennis will take care of that part.
Okay. Dennis is going to take care. Okay. Any further discussion? Other than the fact that he says, good, 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 back in the back.
He lives on Manley Avenue.
Right. I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we award a 1-year contract to Grassmasters Lawn Service to cut our grass for the balance of this year, which will be 22 weeks unless an additional week is required at the end of the year, with an option for a second year next year, which would include the whole cutting season of 26 weeks
At the same price.
at the same price of $1,025 per week.
Sorry, I just wanted to add that in there.
Okay, we have a motion. Do I hear a second to the motion?
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Hearing no further discussion, could we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilwoman Posey,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Chesley,
Yes.
Mayor Rice.
Yes. The contract will be awarded for lawn maintenance.
Mr. Rising, you can start tomorrow.
Yeah,
Please.
that's right. Please start to.
Don't cut the green on tomorrow.
No. There's something going on in here tomorrow. I forget what it is. Okay. Announcement of upcoming meetings. You get those on the back of your agenda that you pick up in the back. The only 2 things I want to mention are, how many of you have eaten in C&D carryout? Okay, very good. Well, you need to go back and revisit C&D carryout because the 2 of the nieces of Carrie, who owned the C&D, have refurbished the building. It's been reborn as Advanced Vision Systems Incorporated Office. It's a business office now, and it will have a ribbon cutting and grand opening celebration on Thursday, May the 5th at 1:00 p.m., and everyone's invited. You've got to go in there and see how that place has changed. You really have to. So everyone's invited. The 2 young ladies that run the business would be very happy to see you come by and visit them. And the other thing is, tomorrow in here, there's an election for town council. I see we've got 4 of the 7 candidates here this evening, 3 up front, and Jocelyn Denyer in the back. So stay after the meeting and mix. Get to know your candidates, that sort of thing, although you only have 1 evening to do that. The polls are open tomorrow from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening. So when you go back home, please get your neighbors out too. One of the problems we have with these local elections is getting a reasonable turnout. So go back and get your neighbors, shame them, or whatever it takes to do it, just to get them to come up and vote. Okay, citizens' comments. Are there any citizens' comments? I see 2. Please come up to the podium, state your name and address. Oh, yes, oh, yes.
I'm Leah Pine. I live at 4 Ridge Drive. My question is, where I live on Ridge Drive, right below us on Evelyn Drive, there's a patch of what I assume is county land, and it seems like every 6 months it gets torn up and kind of reshaped again. And I was just curious what the plan is for that patch of land. It's right off of Evelyn Drive to your right across from that. Yes. Yeah, exactly, right across.
Oh, those empty lots on the curve.
Earnshaw will be removing that this
Yes,
week.
yes.
Okay.
It's some piles of asphalt and there's some other dirt and debris.
Okay, but it's just been used as a dumping ground, right? There are no plans for it or anything.
Let's call it a staging area instead of a dumping ground. It's a staging area for Earnshaw
run by it,
Brothers.
like,
Well,
every day.
when they were doing some work down on East Poplar, they staged their materials there. Now, they haven't removed them yet. That's the problem, so we have to get after them to do that. But I think
We've gotten
Earnshaw
after
Brothers.
them already. He was going to come out a couple of times, the rain and the supposed
Okay.
tornado that supposedly was coming through, which they were here today. Okay, so they're starting on it. They were supposed to be finished by now. It was a staging area when they were doing a repair for us. It was quicker for them to dump right there on the property that they own. That's
own
not
it.
town property.
Oh.
Than it was for them to haul it all the way back to Brandywine, so they could be on the job site and get the job done for us quicker.
But
They
it's their
haven't came back and got it. They will be cleaning that up this week. They've already started today.
Okay.
That has been subdivided, I believe, into 2 building lots, right?
It is 2 building lots.
There are
It's
2
in the
building
name
lots
of
there.
his wife and a friend of hers. So it's Earnshaw property, not town.
But are there any current plans to put any buildings there? Or?
He had planned to put 2 homes there. Today's economic climate, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
But eventually, you probably see 2 homes built on that property.
Enjoy it while it's there then.
Now, the ditch, stream ditch, whatever you want to call it, near the trail, was deeded to the town. So that will be maintained as just a drain area.
Oh, really?
Yes. Nothing will be done to that property along the ditch.
All right, that's just my question. Thank you.
Edward Joel, Mattingly Avenue. Tomorrow is going to be our town election for town council. For the first time since the 14 years I lived here, we're going to be electing members to the town council for 4 years. That means pretty much whatever gets decided tomorrow, you got to live with for the next 4 years. The Independent ran a series of articles on our candidates. Their initial article was written by Sarah Pointer, pointed out that in the last election, 10% of our electorate voted. And let's see, considering that there's only 3,000 people in town, we're talking about a couple hundred people deciding on what policies are going to be followed for the remaining, for the next 4 years of the town, unless you people get your friends and neighbors out to vote. There was a forum for candidates during the April town meeting which I unfortunately missed, so I never got a chance to hear any of the candidates put forward their positions on what they consider to be issues. Nor did the articles in the Independent really go very deep into what would be issues. So therefore, if any of the candidates who care to be here tonight, I would like to therefore ask them to give me their opinions on certain issues which are important to me. The Trail Towns Initiative depends on attracting visitors to the trail to spend their money on our town and on businesses that support their enjoyment of the trail, and as well as other heritage tourism in our area. It will also attract businesses to the town that want to cater to these visitors. These visitors are coming to the trail because they are attracted to the scenery and wildlife of the valleys of the Mattawoman Creek and Old Woman's Run. If the trail ran through a bunch of housing developments and industrial parks, these people would not